the show. Ziad's here with us, big Chelsea fan. What you saying, my friend?
You okay, sir? How you going?
I'm
Been a
very, very.
while.
It has been a while, mate. It has been a while. What do you want to say, bro?
Yeah, of course, as Chelsea fan, elephant in the room is from Lukaku. Um, Honestly, I've said this a few times now. I don't see him leaving because we know he's in demand with Inter Milan, but Chelsea are not going to sell without, or even loan without making a little bit of the money back, or maybe losing out on a 10
Keep,
million, 20
keep
million.
speaking. I am listening, even if you can't see me. Keep speaking, though.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I don't feel like he's going to be going anywhere. But other than Lukaku, I feel like there's no way. I don't other than him scoring next season a lot of goals, coming back, scoring a lot of goals, which we know he can do, but whether he will do it or not is another question. And um because the way he's disrespected the club, the way he's disrespected the manager, the owners, the fans especially, it's it's I don't think I've ever seen something like it in a long time. And that's why I don't. The only way I can see him coming back and getting forgiveness from the Chelsea fans is absolutely scoring a ton of goals next season. That's even if he gets a chance. That's even if he gets the backing of the manager again and the fans, because he's got a lot of work to do. He's got to put his head down now and work and shut his mouth when it comes to media, because he does talk a lot. We saw what he was saying at the start of last season when he first joined, how versatile he is, how much he can offer to the team, that he's ready to play, he's in his prime, he wants to win trophies. And then within months of that, he's already contradicting himself. He was talking to Inter Milan players, talking to the manager, to the owners, to the directors. So he can talk a lot. Doing the interview, saying how much he loves Martinez. So this man can talk a lot. So what he needs to do now is be quiet, go on the pitch, start scoring goals, helping Chelsea win games, right? And then you know what? I know as a Chelsea fan, we will forgive him. To a certain extent, we will forgive him, because I am someone that goes to games. And if you go to games, travel all this time, and you see someone scoring goals, there will be a sense of forgiveness for him. So that's Lukaku out of the way. And then on to transfers. Look, I feel like it's positive news, because we need to not forget that we just came back from sanctioning. And believe it or not, there is more important things than transfers when you've just been sanctioned for months and months. You need to sort out a lot of stuff into place, let alone bringing a new owner. If it was just Roman coming in, it'll be a little bit different. But it's a new owner coming in, and he's got to put his standards set, and then we can focus on transfers. But look, the names are there: Koulibaly, De Ligt, Declan Rice. Even in the last few days, positive news. And then attackers, of course, Jesus Sterling. We
Yeah,
know the list, so
I,
it's
I think
positive.
I think as well that the Jesus thing's really interesting because the more I think about it, the more I think someone like him could do a very, very good job at Chelsea. There's a lot of players out there that I think sometimes we overlook because they're not fashionable, they're not a star name. You think about Man United with Christian Eriksen. You know, the age that he's had, of course, the health concerns that he's got. But on a free transfer, it's brilliant business. You guys are linked to Raheem Sterling, who you might be able to pick up for about £35 million because he's got 1 year left on his deal. It's phenomenal business when you think about it. If you add two or three players in of that ilk that you could bring in for 30, 40 millions, as well as two or three marquee signings, the way you bolster your squad is astounding. And Sterling and Gabriel Jesus are not good enough for City. Look at the City have been winning with them. They're in their pomp, but City are just bringing in new fresh blood to keep their squad alive and fresh. It isn't an indication that Sterling and Jesus are not good enough. So I think Chelsea could have a very, very, very positive summer. I really do.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, you're right about that, because, as you said, look, we can all sign another 100 million signing like Lukaku. But at the end of the day, we all both know signing two players in Jesus and Sterling in one deal for the same price, if not cheaper, than signing one marquee 100 million signing in the striker would help the squad. Different options. They're very, very versatile in their own respect, and of course, it's gonna, especially with our attacking options, it's not for me. I've got a different mindset to our attackers like everyone else. I think it's a system that doesn't suit them. I don't individually think they're bad players. For me, the attackers, the only player I would actually get rid of is Werner, and then Hudson Odoi alone. Everyone else, I don't think, I don't see them deserving of getting rid of, because for me they just haven't played in their system. They haven't played in their positions. All our attackers are out and out wingers. So when you force them into attacking tens and playing them more central, of course they're not going to do well. Going out signing another attacker like that and playing in the same position will not benefit anyone else. But at the same time, when I've said that, people say I'm coming out Tuchel. I'm not coming out Tuchel. It's just Tuchel is forced to play with the players he's got, and that's fair play to him. He's done. That just shows that how well he's done because he's forced to play a certain system, and our attackers are not benefiting from that. The most important part in terms of scoring a goal in the sport is getting affected by it. So fair play, and that's why I feel like hopefully we've seen Tuchel be very versatile in different formations, and hopefully we get the players that he wants, and then we can play the right formation. But for me, getting rid of all these attackers like Pulisic, like, I wouldn't get rid of them. Ziyech, I wouldn't get rid of them. I would get rid of Werner because we've seen him play in his position and it hasn't worked for like the second season now, going to the third. And Hudson Odoi, I think he just needs game time. Get him out of loan, let him go. He's like 20, 21. We've seen what a good player he can be. And then bring in attackers, Tuchel things. And then I think we can compete with Liverpool and see.
There we go. Ziad, great call, mate. Thanks for holding the fort while I had to pop out the room.
No
Really
worries.
appreciate that. Chat to you again
All the
soon.
best,
Top
all the
man,
best.
Ziad. Thank you. Thank you. Some interesting points there.